Good morning, students. Today in SST we will go through the movement of the earth, that is chapter 3, and I had told you in the homework that I will take revision test of this chapter, so I will explain you briefly about this chapter. This chapter is about rotation, how the earlier people thought that the earth was still, it was at one place and the other planets used to revolve around it. But when the fact came that the sun is at one place and the other planets including the earth revolves around it, then I'll talk about rotation. What is rotation? So the earth rotates on its axis, and due to this rotation day and nights are caused. And then what is revolution? In revolution what happens? The earth rotating on its axis move around the sun and it causes season. Then we will also talk about solstices. What are solstices and what is equinox? Equal day and equal nights are called equinox. So I'll briefly explain you this chapter. Then I will I have made questions from it and I will send it in the group. Then you will write the answers in your rough copy. Okay, rough copy, or if you have a revision copy, you can write in it also. And write it, the answers only you have to write, so don't take time, you write it and you show it to me, then I'll check it. Okay, so let's get started with this chapter. Once again, I will revise the chapter 2 for you, chapter 3. So like this, chapter 4 also we will go through the revision. Then we will start the new chapter, that is chapter 5. I hope you have read the chapter 5 also and know what is in that chapter. So that we will go after. First we will do this, the chapters we had gone through, where I had explained it, I had given you the question answers. So I wanted the revision test to be taken. So let's start with it. Okay. So students, this is chapter 3, the movement of the earth. And as I told you that earlier, what the people used to think, that it was considered that earth was at the center of the universe and the sun and the other planets were thought to be moving around it. But the fact is that sun is at the center of the solar system and all the planets including earth revolves around the sun in a definite path called the orbit. Now what is rotation? The movement of the earth on its axis. This is the earth, and on its axis when it moves, it spins. So that is called rotation. Okay, the earth rotates from west to east. The earth's axis is tilted at an angle of 66.5 degree. Okay, so it is tilted. It is not straight, it is tilted. Then the effect of rotation, what happens? The rotation of the earth on its axis causes day and night. The side of the earth that faces the sun, the area which faces the sun is the day, and the side of the area that is opposite the sun is it is night. So the side of the earth that faces the sun has day, while the opposite side has night. As the earth rotates on its axis, the two sides of our planet face the sun and go away from it alternately. Means once this here it is day, then when it moves down, then here it is night, then again the night one it comes here, it is day, and the day one is night. The tilt of the earth is always in the direction of the pole star. So this tilt causes the days to be longer in summer and shorter in winter. We know now that in winter the days are shorter and nights are longer, and in summer the days are longer and nights are shorter. So since the earth rotates from west to east, we see the sun rising in the east and setting in the west. So this is the diagram, movement of the earth around the sun, and this is the rotation of the earth. So what is revolution? The earth moves around the sun in a fixed path. I told you, this is the fixed path. This is the orbit. Okay, it doesn't go here and there, it has a fixed path. So this movement is called revolution. The earth takes 365 and 1/4 days to complete one revolution around the sun. So we observe a calendar year of 365 days. Now what happens with the 1/4 remaining day? What happened to that extra day? So this extra day is added to the month of February as an extra day in that year. So that year is known as the leap year, and February has 29 days in that year. We have seen na, that in one month, in February, we have 28 days, but in the leap year, what happens? It has 29 days. Now, the effect of revolution, what happens? The biggest effect of the Earth revolution around the sun is the change of seasons. The change of seasons, the seasons of Earth are affected by the following factors. Now, what are the factors? So, the angle of the sun's rays, in which direction is the angle, and the length of the day. Then, that we had gone through this all. Then we come to the solstices. What is solstices? The two solstices occur whenever the tilt of the Earth's axis is oriented directly towards the sun or away from the sun. So, what is solstices? When the tilt of the Earth, it is toward, it is near the sun, or it is away from the sun. This causes the hemisphere to point directly towards or away the sun. This brings a change in season. We have seasons, we have change in seasons. Sometimes we have summer, we have winter, we have rainy season, autumn season, spring season. So it is because of this solstices. Due to the tilt of the Earth during the month of July, August and September, the northern hemisphere is pointed towards the sun. The days become longer and night shorter, making the season warmer in the northern hemisphere. And the longest day of the year is 21st June. 21st June is the longest day of the year. This is called the summer solstice, and during this period the North Pole gets 24 hours of daylight, whereas the South Pole, it is completely devoid of daylight. Hence it is summer in the northern hemisphere and in the southern hemisphere at the same time, and winter in the southern hemisphere. So during the month of January, February and March, the southern hemisphere faces the sun directly, and the northern hemisphere, what happens? It gets indirect rays of the sun. And that is why what happens? This makes the nights longer and days shorter in the northern hemisphere. First it was opposite like that. Hence the northern hemisphere experiences winter while the southern hemisphere experiences summer. And the shortest night occur on 21st December. Longest day is 21st June. And shortest night occurs on 21st December. It is called the winter solstice. Okay. Now what is equinox? The term equinox means equal day and night. Now sometimes equal day and night also comes. In March and September, the sun's rays fall vertically. Vertically means straight on the equator. Both the North Pole and the South Pole are at an equal distance from the sun. So that's why what happens? The days and nights are equal length everywhere on the earth. The northern hemisphere experiences spring in March, while the southern hemisphere experiences autumn. So in September, the northern hemisphere experiences autumn, while the southern hemisphere experiences spring. So 21st March is the spring equinox, while the 23rd September is the autumnal equinox. So students, we have gone through this chapter. So from this I will give you the exercises, true or false, matching if I will give or give, otherwise fill in the blanks, and one short question answer and one detailed one. Short and brief are the same. If brief I am telling, that means it is short, and detail is detail only, long question answer. So be ready for your test. Okay, thank you.